Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm listening to Brother Edie Shaban, the Kari out of Tanzania. Awesome. Awesome. One of the best in the world today. One of the best in the world today. In the top 5. To the Moors, praise to Allah and honor to the Prophet Noble Alayhis, Salam, prophetic team of the Prophet Noble Alayhis, Salam, Timothy Dingle Il Noble Drew Al-I in this new era time now. Alayhis, may Allah be pleased with him and exalt him in high rank in Jannah. I mean, this is Moorish Temple America is an evolutionary Islamic organization. We're supposed to evolve, you understand me, by stages into Orthodox Islam. So a lot of brothers haven't been teaching yet, because they don't know. They don't know, and there's some other things going on, with those brothers that don't want to advance from 1926, 1927, 1928, 1929. They don't want to advance from these understanding levels. So, there's a reason for that too, a deep reason for that. They're not chosen. Not our leaders. They're not our leaders. Alhamdulillah. And we have to take note of the fact that, the fulfillment of the 50 years prophecy didn't come down through their lineage. That's deep. That's a sign. Ayatullah, a sign of Allah, of legitimacy. Who has the right to rule this organization? Where's the legitimate branch? Where's the legitimate root and stock and branch, of this particular, of Islam? This particular branch of Islam has a root, understand me, that Allah planted. See, you need to understand that. Allah planted that root. See, and only Allah Ta'ala can cultivate this branch, you understand me, this olive branch of Al-Islam, because olive is the fruit of Islam. Did you know that? Figs were the fruit of Judaism, right? And Islam is the olive, understand me, the ripe olive that produced that beautiful, wonderful, olive oil, okay? And I'm going to tell you something right now, we got to obey the Prophet. We got to obey the Prophet. If we want true success in this world, we have to obey Prophet Noble Alayhi Wasallam. You understand me? The voice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that came to us to resurrect us and take us back. Redeem us from our sinful ways and redeem us from mental slavery and lead us back to the Qibla. Lead us back to Al-Islam. Lead us back to the Prophet. You understand me? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the Sunnah. Right? This is pinnacle level Moorish science understanding. Contemporary Moorish science understanding. Okay? This is pinnacle level Moorish science. Moorish science understanding. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Too bad the brothers, can't understand that. And why I got you brothers' attention, I want to give a huge and very glad to shout out to Brother Yusuf Bey, the Brooklyn Moors, you understand? Doing their job, alhamdulillah, and they're going to be rewarded for it too, because this is the truth. Right? Everybody else ain't right. I have to say that. See? Because when the 50 years prophecy was fulfilled, what's in the intellectual center of it is the concept of legitimate authority. And it was the same concept that was centered around Issa's ministry, Alayhis Salam. That's why Pontius Pilate, check it out, Pontius Pilate, a prelate of a Roman governor of a territory, occupied territory, which was Palestine at that time, Palestine, put on Jesus Christ's, that placket over top of his head during his crucifixion. It's also considered a death certificate. See, he put on there King of the Jews, and they said, "Oh no, don't do that." There's a reason why he did that. See, Pontius Pilate got into Jesus Christ's, lineage, got into his line of genealogy. You understand? Trace the man all the way back. Trace the man all the way back to David. That's why he said he was the King of the Jews, because he had what? Traditional authority. See, 3 types of authority: charismatic authority, traditional authority, and rational legal authority. Understand? These are the 3 powerful concepts within the Supreme Grand Resurrection. The resurrection or assigned temples of America. This is at the these are intellectual this is at the intellectual center of the resurrection, right? The concept of authority, the 3 universal forms of authority, right? Brought by the eminent scholar, Dr. Max Weber. You understand? The father. They call him the father of modern sociology. He's at the intellectual epicenter of the concept of us studying authority. Right? It's powerful stuff about Max Weber and Ishtihad. Al Ishtihad. Well, I'm getting a little too deep right now. It's a little too much. This is for us. This is not for these vultures or leeches, spiritual vultures and spiritual leeches hanging around. You understand? Nibbling on us and everything. They try to make money off of what we know and what we teach and everything. The Moorish American consciousness, right? The Moorish American consciousness is what's up. It is the consciousness. This is the real and true consciousness community. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Prophet Noble Alayhis to the Moors. Right? We need to understand that. We need to understand that. And the other brothers and sisters too have to understand that too, see? Because that's not the bullseye. That's not the bullseye. Where these names come from? Did the Prophet Noble Alayhis bring these names? So we gotta get into that, see? We gotta talk about that, see? Okay? Alhamdulillah. Edie Shaban. Prophet Noble Alayhis Salam said, "I love my people, and I desire their mind and unity back to their own free national divine standard. Because day by day, they've been violating the constitutional laws of their government by clinging to names and principles that delude slavery." Right? Negro, black, and colored. You understand? These are stigmatic remarks, man. They're unconstitutional, man. That's one of the reasons why these people disrespect us. There's top 5 reasons why these people disrespect us, right, and commit atrocities against us. Number 1, we don't want to go. We don't want to bear law. We don't want to bear law on this messenger, right? Number 2, we ain't got no power. We ain't got no unity. We ain't got no power. See, we don't know the way. And I know the way, but I can't reveal it like this. Because we got a lot of brothers all up in our Kool-Aid. People all up in our Kool-Aid and everything. You understand? We have to have certain things in place in order for us to do what we have to do. See, that's strategic information. And the Moorish American leaders, we don't talk strategically. Our strategic plans here in the public, because these social medias, these are public concerns, right? And another reason, another top 5 reasons why these people do all kind of bad things against us because we're scared. We're scared to death. Well, I'm not gonna say we. A lot of our folks are just scared to death. You understand? Scared to lose their job, scared to lose their life. You understand? Scared to lose their standing and all sort kind of stuff. And these people do all kind of dirt and filth and rot because they, use these insecurities against us, right? And another reason is brothers just don't think strategically. Got to think strategically. Spread the law. Got a message here. I'm gonna send a message. Call you back later, brother. I'll call you back later. Alhamdulillah. I'm gonna sound like that. That's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful skill. Called the long breath. Some brothers will say, surahs. I mean, probably not. Can't say Al-Baqarah in a long breath, but I'm quite sure they say Al-Fatiha and some of the short surahs in one long breath. You know what I mean? It's extraordinary. Love it. The best I ever heard it do was Abdul Bassett. Late Abdul Bassett. May Allah have mercy on us and bless him. Give him high rank in Jannah. Abdul Bassett. You understand? The Egyptian brotherhood, the Muslim brotherhood, out of Egypt, right? I think he got the best one I ever heard it. But Edie Shaban, I think he's the top African Qari, Hafiz, right? It's awesome. We're supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to have our madrasas and everything set up and everything and doing this kind of thing, because we're the leaders of our people. We need to understand that. We need to thoroughly understand it. Let that get down in your heart, get down in your mind and in your heart, see. The Moors, we're the leaders of our people. We're the Amirs over here, my dears. Okay? You need to understand that. That's real. That's the truth. Right? You don't believe it? You got a top file on us over there in the Pentagon. Timothy Digwell, Alayhis Salam set it up. Powerful stuff. That's not playing.